What if the glamorous self-help group you joined turned out to be a dark, manipulative cult? A place where empowerment was a mask for control, and success was built on secrets, lies, and unimaginable exploitation? That's exactly what NXIVM was. From the outside, it looked like a cutting-edge personal growth movement. But behind the curtains, it was a world of brainwashing, branding, and sinister secrets. So, how did a seemingly harmless group become one of the most shocking criminal organizations of our time? NXIVM, pronounced NXIVM, was marketed as a self-help and personal development company. Founded in 1998 by Keith Raniere, it promised to help people unlock their potential. Celebrities, socialites, and even heiresses joined, lured by its promise of success and fulfillment. But was this all just smoke and mirrors? The group's courses, called Executive Success Programs, or ESPs, came with hefty price tags. Some paid up to $5,000 for a 5-day seminar. Why? Because they believed they were investing in themselves. They believed they were becoming better. And who doesn't want that? But here's the twist. What they were really investing in was their own manipulation. Members were made to wear sashes, like martial arts belts, to show their rank in the organization. Doesn't that sound strange? A sash for self-improvement? But this wasn't just a harmless quirk. It was the beginning of a power hierarchy designed to trap people. At the center of it all was Keith Raniere, the man his followers called Vanguard. Imagine calling someone that. He claimed to be a genius, a scientist, and a philosopher. He bragged about having one of the highest IQs ever recorded. But was any of it true? Not really. Raniere was a master manipulator. He used his charm to convince people he had all the answers. But beneath the calm, intellectual facade was a man obsessed with power and control. He wasn't interested in helping others. He was interested in owning them. Random fact. Raniere once claimed he could influence the weather with his mind. Yes, seriously. It sounds ridiculous, but it shows just how far he went to build his image as someone extraordinary. As bizarre as NXIVM was on the surface, the real horror was hidden in a secret subgroup called DOS, which stood for Dominus Obsequious Sororium. Translated, it means master over slave women. Yes, you read that right. DOS was a so-called women's empowerment group, but in reality, it was a horrifying pyramid scheme of abuse. Women in DOS were required to give collateral to join. This collateral wasn't money. It was deeply personal and often humiliating material, like nude photos or damaging secrets. The idea was that if they ever disobeyed or tried to leave, their collateral would be leaked. How is that empowerment? It's pure blackmail. And then there was the branding. Yes, branding. Members of DOS were literally branded with a symbol that secretly contained Keith Raniere's initials. They were told it was a symbol of their commitment. But who commits to being someone's property? It's like something out of a dystopian nightmare. One of the reasons NXIVM gained so much attention was because of its celebrity ties. Actress Allison Mack, known for her role on Smallville, became one of Raniere's most devoted followers. She was a recruiter for DOS, convincing women to join under the guise of mentorship and growth. Allison Mack's involvement shocked Hollywood. How could a successful actress fall for something so sinister? But here's a chilling thought. Mack wasn't just a victim. She was also a perpetrator, playing a key role in the abuse of other women. She later claimed she thought she was helping them. But can manipulation ever be an excuse? NXIVM's funding largely came from Claire and Sarah Bronfman, heiresses to the Seagram's liquor fortune. They poured millions into the group, financing its legal battles and lavish events. Imagine using your family's wealth to support a cult. It's wild, right? Claire Bronfman was so loyal to Raniere that she reportedly paid for private investigators to dig up dirt on NXIVM's critics. She even bankrolled lawsuits against former members who tried to expose the truth. But why would someone so rich and powerful fall for Raniere's lies? It's a reminder that no one is immune to manipulation, not even billionaires. NXIVM's downfall began in 2017, when investigative journalist Frank Parlato blew the whistle on DOS. His revelation sparked a federal investigation, leading to Ranieri's arrest in 2018. But the details of his capture were as bizarre as the cult itself. Ranieri was found hiding in a luxury villa in Mexico, surrounded by devoted followers. When authorities raided the villa, his supporters tried to block them. One even threw herself in front of the car to prevent his arrest. It's like a scene out of a movie, except it was all real. Ranieri's trial was a media circus, revealing horrifying details about his crimes. Former members testified about the branding, the blackmail, and the psychological abuse. One shocking revelation: Ranieri had a bizarre obsession with controlling women's diets, forcing them to stay dangerously thin. Why? Because he wanted to control every aspect of their lives. In 2020, Ranieri was sentenced to 120 years in prison. Allison Mack received a 3-year sentence for her role in the scheme. Claire Bronfman got nearly 7 years. Justice was served, but the scars left by NXIVM run deep. Even with Ranieri behind bars, NXIVM's story isn't over. Some former members still believe in his teachings. And then there are the wild theories. Did Ranieri have ties to other secretive organizations? Was there more to the group's funding than we know? Some even speculate that NXIVM's collateral system was used for political blackmail. Random fact: Keith Raniere once tried to start a new country called Libertad. He wanted it to be a utopia where his rules reigned supreme. Of course, it never happened, but the fact that he even tried shows just how far his delusions went. NXIVM isn't just a story about one cult. It's a warning about how easily people can be manipulated. It's about the dangers of unchecked power and the lengths some will go to maintain control. And it raises big questions. How do we protect ourselves from groups like this? And why do people fall for them in the first place? The NXIVM case is more than just a chilling tale of manipulation and abuse. It's a mirror reflecting the vulnerabilities that exist in every society. The group's promises of personal growth, success, and empowerment exploited universal human desires. People wanted to feel special, to achieve greatness, and to belong. Keith Raniere weaponized these hopes, creating a system that preyed on trust and loyalty while cloaked in the illusion of self-improvement. What stands out most about NXIVM is the audacity of its methods. From branding women to forcing collateral that ensured silence, the level of control was dystopian. Yet it happened in plain sight, involving celebrities, billionaires, and seemingly ordinary people. This raises a haunting question. How many other organizations might be operating in similar ways, unnoticed? The trial's outcome brought some justice, but it left behind countless questions and lingering scars for those affected. The fact that some former members still defend Raniere's philosophy speaks volumes about the depth of his manipulation. Cults don't just dissolve with a leader's imprisonment. Their influence lingers, sometimes for generations. As we look back on the NXIVM case, it's essential to stay vigilant. The next cult, the next manipulative leader, could emerge from anywhere, even places we consider safe or progressive. It's a reminder that critical thinking, skepticism, and courage are our best defenses against those who seek to exploit our dreams. So, what lessons do we take from this? Are we equipped to recognize manipulation when it's disguised as help? And more importantly, can we protect those around us from falling into similar traps? Let's keep asking these questions, because the answers might just save lives. If you found this deep dive insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that uncover the darkest corners of human behavior.